Hi everybody, so today I would like to present Thinktica. So this is a new platform where you can make autonomous research. So as a researcher you can send your most complicated questions and this is going to investigate on this for 24 hours 7. It's possible to use it to run for days, even weeks without any interruption. So this is a fully new system that we are very proud to release, and we are now entering the beta release. So the goal of this video today is to show you how to request access to Thinktica and how you can start to make your first investigation right away. So the first step you will need to do is to click on the request button and then enter your information. So the best is if you have an institutional email, but we also accept non-institutional emails. So then your name and then the institution. If we accept your request, then you will receive an email where you will be able to register on Thinktica. You just need to click on the button to set up your account. So here I'm going to fill this. So yeah, so that's it. So here you get into Thinktica interface. So I'm going to just show you how to start your first investigation. So this is a brand new account, as you can see. It has zero information, zero investigations, zero labs. So the first thing you can do is to create a lab. A lab is an equivalent to a repository on GitHub if you want. It's where you can then create investigations. So let me create a lab. So for instance, I'm going to call this lab about CRISPR and aging. So let's say this is where I will focus my research on CRISPR and aging, for instance. You can put the visibility of the lab. You can put it in public, everyone can see it, on private. So let's keep it private for now. So now I'm going to create the lab. Okay, so as you can see now the lab is created. And now, after you create the lab, what you want is to run investigations. So investigation is, as I said, it's asking a question, and then there was going to be a research process, as you will see. But in order to do this, you first need to create what we call a workspace. So basically, in order to run investigations, you need to have some hardware to run it. And so to do this, you need to create a workspace. So in order to create a workspace, and this is the only thing that you will need from external, you need to put an LLM provider. So you can use Mistral, OpenAI, Grok, or Claude. So for this demo, I will use Mistral. So let me show you how you can get an API key on Mistral very quick. And after this, we will be able to run our first investigation. So in order to get an API key from Mistral, you just need to go on mistral.ai and then you click on Try Studio and then you get into your account. And once you are into your account, you just need to click here on API key. By the way, all of this is free. So you can get API keys on Mistral for free without entering your credit cards, anything. So yeah, just for the demo, you can also do this and it can run pretty good time. So I recommend using Mistral to start. So here you can enter your API key. I mean, you can create a new API key. So this is what I'm going to do here. And for this, I'm going to let's call it keywords key. And yeah, so I create my API key and now I copy this key and then I'm going to put it here on Thinktica. So here you remember when we create a workspace, then it's asked for an API key. So I enter my API key and then I click on create workspace. Okay, so now we are in, and as you can see, we have a workspace. So now we are able to start running investigations. So the workspace, as you can see, you have some hardware resources where then your system, your AI agent will be able to run 24 hours 7 without stopping. So now that we have the workspace, let's start the workspace. Okay, so as you can see now, the workspace is starting. And yeah, so in the backend, this is doing very complicated stuff. But what matters for you is that in a few seconds, if not minutes, you will be able to then run investigations. And yeah, I'm very excited to show you exactly how this works, because as a researcher, you will be able to have a very new tool with new capabilities, and that if you can fully understand this new system, I think this can have tremendous impact on the way you work and the way you research. And so now, as you can see, the workspace is activated, and we can now start a new research, as you can see here. So let me click here to start a new research. And now what you see here is what could become very important for you as a researcher, is where you can start asking anything, like the most complicated things in your subject, in your area. And the system is going to analyze this, but in a way that no other system do. Um, I think enough talking, right? So let's just start the thing and demonstrate its capabilities. The question is it possible to reprogram senescent cells back to a proliferative state using targeted CRISPR activation of useful gene regulatory networks rather than destroying them? So I think this is a very interesting research question. Let's start. I'm going to launch the investigation. And now what you can see here is the interface. So basically, now what is going on is that your researcher now is starting, okay? And as the system is going to research your question, you're going to see here information coming. You can see findings, challenges, hypotheses, all kind of things. And this is going to build a research graph. So this is brand new for any researcher, for anyone, because there's no such system right now except this one. And as a researcher, the way you interact with a research graph, you have to understand that it offers you new capabilities. It offers you a new way to make your research and to advance it. As you can see, as I'm speaking, the system has already started to generate information. So it took our original question, which was this one, and now it has started the investigation. You can already see that it goes very deep into the subject, and let's wait a little more to see what kind of things this can generate. So another thing I would like to mention is that very soon we will have here a system where you will be able to chat with your graph to understand in real time. You can ask questions about specific parts in real time, and there will be a lot of features like this. So yeah, I'm very excited to show you this new system. And as you can see right now, it's searching. Okay, so your investigation is running. Okay, so now the system has been running for a little more than an hour and a half, I think. And as you can see, the knowledge and the graph is still building. you know, it keeps going on, it never stops. So here you can see it made 47 findings, 13 challenges, and 30 hypotheses. So let's go through this a little. So you can see here, for every finding out of this, you have the whole reasoning. You also have the sources. So if I click here, it links me to actual article where it found it. So you can truly analyze all that it found and check the sources. So every time it explains in details the reasoning. Also for the hypothesis here, the same thing, it explains why and the reasoning. So this graph is going to keep building and provide very accurate and specialized information for your investigation. And as it keeps building, you will be able to interact directly with it to ask specific questions. And so yeah, so this was just an overview of the system of Thinktica. And yeah, so if you would like to test the beta release, feel free to go on thinktica.com and request access. And yeah, so that was just a quick overview. And of course, there will be other videos to show you more about the platform. And yeah, this is a brand new way to research, and I hope that you will like it.